So hello Metal Warriors, welcome to Iron Madness again. Today we are here with Axel Julius, the founder, member and the lead guitar player here for Scanner. This is a privilege for everybody of us. So hello and welcome to Iron Madness.
Hello, nice to be there.
Thank you. And I want to start, as always, this is usual now here in the channel, to know about you, yourself, about as a musician, as a music fan, also metalhead. So I want to know why and how did you start listening to metal music?
Oh, it was in the early, maybe I was 13 or 40 maybe, and I started with Status Quo.
Oh,
It was, I think everybody knows Status Quo.
yeah.
And it's getting more in heavy metal with Judas Priest and Iron Maiden. And this was when we started with listening to heavy metal. Before it was more hard rock. And it was when I was 12 or something. It was with Deep Purple, like UFO,
Yeah.
and all this stuff, Black Sabbath maybe. And then when it was called heavy metal, it was later, and that was with Iron Maiden and Judas Priest.
Mm-hmm. Nice, good start. And so of course we're going now with the big and the best new here we can say, the Cosmic Rays new Scanner album. We are very happy to receive this new material from your band, and I want to know uh, about your composition, your way in this album. It has been a while since we didn't have any new full length, any new studio album. I think last one was in 2015 and the previous one in 2002. So you have left a big gap, time gaps between all of them. So I wanted to know first, why was that? Why we had to wait probably so long for a new Scanner album? What can you tell us?
Yeah, when we made the judgment, it was 2050, as I said, and it was planned that we make the Galactus tapes in 2017, and after that we wanted to make it 3 years wait to continue with now this Galactic this Cosmic Rays album in 2019, and this was the plan, and then it was like. It's always you have a plan and then it's coming something that you don't expect. And for example, this was for me the pandemic, the Corona crisis.
Yeah.
And we lost a lot of time there because we could not meet, we could not rehearse, etc. together. And then we said, okay, if it's like this, then it makes no sense to finish the album or to start with the release, because you can't promote it, you can't play live, etc. So we put it in the bag and said, okay, let's play. The first thing what we can do is live playing. And I think the first gig after the Corona crisis we made in Spain, in south of Spain. And in Germany, it was still like there was no clubs who were opened, and we had to wait in Germany much more longer than, for example, in Spain, etc. And so we started to record in this period, but we did not want to release this album. So it was a wait maybe to 2020, and then it was maybe some aspect from the record company telling, okay, we can't release it in 2023. We have to wait till 2024. So at least it was 9 years. Maybe it was planned for 6 or 7 years. No, now it's coming out with 9 years. And okay, that's a long time, I see. But sometimes it's like this.
Yeah, sometimes you don't choose what will happen. You can't see it. of course, continuing talking about the cosmic rays, I wanted to know your point of view about, of course, the recording, the creation of it. For me, as a fan, I would say it's what you can expect from a new Scanner album, but very well done, which is something that for the upcoming and for the new fans, but also for the old ones, for the veterans, we could say it's good for both parts. It's as I said, what you can expect, but not as a bad way. I mean, very well done and very well received. I would like to know your opinion about all of this, about the process to get the album out.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it was maybe it was the main idea was to get the story from Hypertrace
Yeah.
to could continue. You know, because we left it open. What happens only is this planetarian, what we talk about in Hypertrace, and it was always people going to another planet, etc. And the cosmic race is talking about what is happening when the people going to Terrian, and how is the result of what they did expect, and is it different from what we have on Earth, or is it nearly the same, etc. And that's what was the story is about. So I think we made the connection from the early 80s or late 80s metal of Scanner to
Mm-hmm.
the now to this century. You know, it's because we wanted to have a connection. So that's was the main reason. So it's because I think people will like this because it's a melodic album, and it's not that kind of modern metal, I would say, but you can say it's back to the roots, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's exactly what you can expect from Scanner if you like it. If
Yeah.
you like Scanner before, I don't think you won't hate it. So this is what we aimed with. What was the target to get that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For me, it sounds like of course, like a nowadays album, but with the Scanner roots, of course, and yeah, probably I felt it a bit more epic in a more epic way, probably because of the choirs and everything. But yeah, as you said, not super modern metal, pure Scanner
Yeah,
metal, of course. Uh huh.
yeah, because it's all this tragic of this pandemic mood is in there, because it was hard to find the easiness, if you feel free, etc., and you're not in a quarantine or something. That's different because you have a depressive mood. You have 2 years to do. You don't know how it's ending, etc. And all this is coming into all this songwriting, etc. And
Yeah.
I think it's revealing the album because there's much more minor chords that normally would be more major chords. You know, well, I think it's like a little change, but it's not so much. But you know, you can feel that.
Mm-hmm. Cosmic Rays again. I think everybody could find a song that they would like because it has a lot of variety. There are very fast songs, more heavy, slower but heavy, aggressive songs. I think you have everything on it. Of course, everybody will have their favorite one, but I would like you to say and to give the fans your personal recommendation from the Cosmic Rays.
Yes, I think you are right because we have all this mixture. You know, we have fast songs, as I said, fast and slow song,
Uh huh.
but it's a story because it's a concept story, and these songs follow this concept story. And
Yes.
if I make, for example, this is a yeah, it's following what you feel, what the characters feel in the story, and
Yeah.
so you have all these songs so mixtured. For example, we discussed if we take a ballad, because everybody in heavy metal always says, "Oh no, please no ballad on an album." But okay, I would not do that on a normal album, but on a concept album, if there is a need in a story, I would do that, you know, and that's because we did it. And as you said, I think everybody will find one song who likes most. You know, there are people who like very much the Scanner's lore, and there are others who said, "Oh, it's your song is perfect," etc. Blah blah. So it's yeah, it's a range of everyone.
Yeah, yeah, of course. For me, for example, I don't know if it will be my favorite one, but I have really enjoyed New Horizon. For example, it's a bit different.
I think it's for my favorite is the next song is coming up as a single. It's
Mm.
you will see it. It's Warriors,
Uh-huh.
Warriors of the Light. This is my favorite because it has a little pathos, you know,
Yeah.
like yeah, you think of all you left behind, so people you left behind. Maybe your mother died or something, and it's it's in connection to the story, but you can always take it for all your empathy for your yeah anxious
Mm-hmm.
your yes your maybe parents etc. So I think the song will make you will drop some feelings.
I've prepared a question again as the first one to know more about you. This one is which band or artist would you like to make a collaboration to collaborate with? Make a song, make an album, whatever.
Oh, there would be a few.
Hmm?
I I would okay. Some are dead already
Oh,
because I missed that. Yes, yeah. It was some of my idols are already died, and
right.
yes, in the current moment, it's still somebody from Dream Theater maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was 20 years a fan of Dream Theater since I think if I saw this Petrucci playing.
Yes.
And yes, and I like much the Portnoy because he's the leader of the band maybe, but he was out now for several years. He's back
Mm.
now, and he gives another spirit again to Dream Theater, you know. But yeah, there's really a few, you know. I like very much those Satyani playing all these songs without singers,
Mm.
making all this the guitar, you know. I like it very much.
Yeah.
There are a lot of more than more
Yeah.
I can tell.
A lot of names. I know, I know.
Yeah,
And so another one to know more about you. What was the last concert you went but paying the ticket?
paying the ticket,
Mm-hmm.
it was Judas Priest.
Judas. Oh, nice.
It was yes, definitely. It was Judas Priest. Can't remember the year,
Mm-hmm.
but it was Judas Priest in Düsseldorf. It's a
Uh-huh.
big town here in the near of Gelsenkirchen. Yeah, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was exactly the same feeling I had in the 70s when I first listened to them in a Gugal in Essen. And yes, it was the same feeling is coming back, you know, as 30, 35, 36 years later.
Hmm.
And it was great.
Okay, and now let's return to Scanner, to the Cosmic Rays, and specifically about to the presentation to introduce the album to the fans. Um, do you have any plans? Do you know if you are coming to Spain or if you are working on it at least for now?
Yeah, we are working on that because it was all a little difficult to get all things done in the right time
Mm-hmm.
because the album was moved from 23 to 24, you know, and
Yes.
that's yeah. And now we are starting again from point zero, from square one, to get all these dates done. So I can't tell you exactly where we play next because the
Mm-hmm.
last shows we played last weekend, it was just 2 shows, and we want to play more than 2 shows in this area. So maybe I can tell you, I could tell you next week or something, but at this moment I can't tell you.
It's great to hear that at least you're planning to come, that your Spanish fans
Yeah,
would really love it, of course. Because I think
definitely.
last time you announced a tour, I think at the end you had to cancel the all the shows, all the tour. I think I don't know why was that, but it was a pity, of course, for all of us.
Yes, it was a great pity for us because we had get problems with our booking agency,
Hmm.
and the problem was Stefan, he was member of Scanner, and he was he was also in this company working,
Mm-hmm.
and so there was some really misunderstanding.
Mm.
Yeah, what was as a result, we could not do the tour because there were no flights booked.
Yeah.
There was nothing prepared, and 1 week before we should play there, we were told that the two of the dates would be cancelled, etc. And then it was chaos. So
Yeah.
yeah, and at the end, just kick in the ass, because
Mm.
we could not understand that, but because it was normally it was a big company, booking company, doing good jobs, but at this time that was only chaos.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
So
sorry for
yeah,
that.
yeah, we're very sorry for that, and
Mm.
we decided just to do that by our own again, not to
Mm-hmm.
give it to other hands. Just if somebody contacts us from maybe social media, etc., we will get into contact. Not about a booking agency, etc. We do it ourselves.
And of course, and now that we're talking about going on tour, playing live, I wanted to talk about the set list. Of course, I guess you won't have any set list planned, but um, what do you think you are going to play? You will play now because you have released a new album. I don't know if you have plans to introduce the album to play much part of it, or to just play a bit of it, and then go back to the first albums. It's a bit chaotic, I guess, because always a set list must be chaotic to prepare, but you will tell us better.
Yeah, yeah, but you're right. It's always so problematic that you have the old fans. They want these old songs, etc., and you can't deny not to play that. And
Mm-hmm.
so we will play maybe 4 songs from the new one. Yeah,
Okay.
just if it's long enough that they are present, so the people know maybe in the songs, and maybe maximum 4 new of the from the Cosmic Race album,
Mm-hmm.
maximum. And then the others will be a mixture of all the other album
Uh-huh.
from the first album. So it will be a nice mixture that everybody is happy. I'm really convinced of that.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I mean, 4 songs would be really, really great. It's a good number it's a
Yeah,
good quantity. So that
maybe
will be nice, of course.
yeah, but maybe we end on 3. I don't know, but my maximum I think it will be 4 songs.
After Hypertrace, when you were looking for another singer, the name Ralf Scheepers sounded a lot. People started to think that he could be the new singer for the band, and at the end, he wasn't. So I don't know if you can tell us why, more or less. At the end, it wasn't Ralph; it was Cole. So what happened there? If you can tell us.
Yes, because it was when we made the One of the Damned album.
Hmm?
He was a guest singer and he was singing one song on that. But it has a story before. It's a pre-story
Yeah.
because when we searched the singer after the second album, the singer left. I asked Ralf to join the band because we met in the studio with the first album. He was singing all the first album. The whole album was sung by him because
Hmm?
our normal singer was ill. And
Uh-huh.
for just
Yeah.
for backup and for this moment, for if it's not possible to have our normal singer, that then we would have worked with Ralf, for example. And yes, but then our normal singer Major was fit again, and so it was for the first album. There was no Ralf Scheepers. But at
Mm-hmm.
the end, I remembered when we had the second problem to find a new singer. I asked Ralf, and it was the day before Kai Hansen called him.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
and Ralf talked with him, and Kai asked him to join Gamma Ray.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to Ralf, he said, "Hey, you had just maybe 1 week earlier, could have asked me, and I would say, yeah, I will be fine with Skinner." But then, yeah, no, it was too late, and it was
Mm-hmm.
just one day, and yeah, he was in Gamma Ray for years then,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
then guess, and my idea was then maybe he's doing one song on a Scanner album, because that was my favorite singer at that time, you know.
Yeah.
Because I always, when I composed songs, that's a right. I had always this voice in my ears.
Hmm.
So yeah, and we made on Bowl of the Damned, we made this song, that it was puppet on a string, and yeah, it was sung by Ralf Scheepers there.
Hmm. And now we're getting into the end, because I didn't want to do a very long interview. So this is my last question, but it isn't a question. It is, as always, I've done so far. Time for you to talk to your fans, to explain whatever you want. So it's your turn, and we listen.
Yeah, so I think it's definitely an album you could give a chance to listen to, and I think everybody who enjoyed Scanner in the past will enjoy this album. I think it's like this, and we always play very much. We like very much to play in Spain, because the fans are special. Because it's different here in Germany. They are more, they're like this, and look what they're doing. And they are in Spain. The people are more open, and we like that very much. And yes, and it's definitely a different scene. The metal scene is different, because there are much younger people listening to the old stuff than in Germany. We had seen it last weekend. It's always these 50 and up, older people. And if you play in Spain, it's much younger audience, etc. And this is giving you more motivation than if you play here in Germany, maybe. So we hope that we can play this year in Spain again. And we are hopefully, yes, and we look very much to get this done, because it would make us very happy.
Of course, us too. Yeah, we're really hoping to see you. We're waiting for you here in Spain, and that's all for me. Um, I just wanted to thank you. Of course, this
Yeah, I
was
have to thank you.
this was amazing for me, a pleasure. So thanks for being here, and see you, see you. I hope very soon.
Yeah, see you again. Metro Warriors, los vemos en la próxima.